What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. And you're probably wondering why I haven't done my usual, predictions, recap of the past two Monday Night Raws, two Friday Night SmackDowns, and of course what happened at LA Day on Saturday for AAA. I had to take a little break, after everything that happened with the Elimination Chamber and, Finn Balor with the Judgment Day and the Vision, Seth Rollins coming back, Cody Rhodes in the situation with Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu and everything. Honestly, I just need a little mental break. I need to, take some time off of wrestling, not watch it for a little bit, get my mind right, and get ready for WrestleMania around the corner because we are like literally a month away from WrestleMania. And I had to take a little time and it was really good. I got to catch up on some reality TV shows I haven't watched in years. I actually went to Barnes and Nobles one day and I got a book on wrestling, well, of course, but it's called Death of the Territories, the history behind the territories that dates back from the 1930s to where we are now. It talks about WCCW, the AWA, the NWA, SCW, ICW, all the territories that you guys remember watching growing up as kids to where we are now for the WWE. It's just mind boggling and it's so interesting. So I did a little bit of that and it's just freaking amazing and it's awesome. Although technically I didn't watch the shows on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown the past 2 weeks, thankfully, thanks to YouTube and of course Monday Night Raw's on Netflix, I did watch some highlights, saw some feedback of what was happening, listened to a couple of people off of their predictions and what they were thinking about what's happening across towards WrestleMania. And oh my god, what the heck just happened? Like, I haven't watched it in 2 weeks, and already Dominic lost the Intercontinental Champion to Penta. The Judgment Day betrays Finn Balor. Randy Orton has turned heel. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre are going to fight at WrestleMania somehow. Drew McIntyre lost the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes because of Jacob Fatu. You got the Vision trying to come after Seth Rollins because he's officially back, and I'm guessing we're going to see another Vision chaos situation with Paul Heyman now, Bronson Reed's out, Braun Breaker's out. So you got Logan Paul and Austin Theory, which, by the way, in my opinion, makes zero sense to me, but, it's whatever. To now the Usos are coming back to fight against the Vision, and then of course you got LA Knight coming back. He wants to fight the Vision. The Bella Twins are coming back for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. We have new tag team champions, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. It's like, what the entire heck has happened to the WWE while I was gone for 2 weeks? Like, first of all, the highlights of it were just freaking uncanny to me. I mean, masked men everywhere. We got the freaking AEW former roster dude, Tahusan, whatever his name is, and now he's cursing people. He cursed Dominic. He cursed the Miz once or twice. He's been cursing a bunch of people on SmackDown the past few weeks. Obafemi is still a free agent, and yet we still haven't known whether or not he's going to be on Raw or SmackDown. Like, it's been weeks. It's been, I think, a month since it's been a month since Royal Rumble. Just please tell us, who are you going to face at WrestleMania, or who are you gonna be on the roster with? Are you gonna be on Raw with the youngsters? Are you gonna be on SmackDown with the veterans? Like, come on, just tell us where you're gonna be, man. It's killing me. It's killing me. And then on top of that, you got, of course, the Judgment Day. And we all know what was going to happen after Finn Balor lost the match against CM Punk. Again, fair and square. And then, of course, he's talking to Dom about how, oh, you should grow up. You should, like, do your own thing. You should stop telling us what to do. It's like, what? Like, are you delusional? And then I watched a segment about what happened after, of course, the aftermath of Dom losing the Intercontinental title. Which, by the way, happy for Penta. So glad he did it. So glad he's now, it's his first title on the main roster, which is amazing for him. And him when they're kind of title, he looks pretty good in it. So we'll see what happens for his title reign being a fighting champion and all. But back to the Judgment Day at hand. Finn Balor was like, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I should have helped you. But in the end, I wanted you to do it for yourself. Because the past 2 years, I've done nothing but helped you. And then he said something that rotted me to my core. He said, maybe your dad was right. Maybe you are a spoiled little prick. Now that sent Dominic off the edge. And then who turns on him? Then his best friend, JD McDonough. Like, Finn Balor brought you to the Judgment Day, while Damian almost choked you, while Rhea Ripley almost headbutted you, and Dominic was playing tit for tat. He was playing Switzerland at the time when Damian and Rhea were involved. He didn't stuck up for you, and then the moment Finn Balor sticks up for you, he puts you in the group. 2 years in the group, you've become a two-time tag team champion with your best friend, and then you backstab him in the middle of everything that happened between him and Dominic. It's like, what the heck just happened? Now the last remaining OG of the Judgment Day is Dominic. I mean, they got Edge out, they got Damien out, they got Raymond out. Now they got Rhea out. Now they got Finn Balor out. It's like, what is happening with the Judgment Day at this point? It's like, are they gonna make it a new Judgment Day? Is there gonna be more numbers involved? Are we gonna have another Terror Twin situation on our hands if Rhea and Damien decide to come back and help Finn out? Like, I don't know, but like, honestly, that whole segment was just mind-boggling to me. And then the fact that Finn said that to Dom. Now look, maybe at some points Rey Mysterio, he was right. Yes, he is a little bit spoiled, but he's a generational wrestler. I mean, his his godfather wrestled, his father wrestled. Now he's wrestling in the business. He's literally carrying two companies on his back, WWE and AAA, like two companies. It's just crazy to me. But the fact that you call him spoiled, like, you took him in. You were the one that advised him to get out of his father's shadow. You, Damien and Rhea, you were the top three guys in the company, and you told Dominic maybe you shouldn't be with your father because you're in his shadow. You gotta step out and be your own man. Well, guess what, guys? He's his own man, but then out of nowhere, you decide maybe that wasn't a good idea. It's like, what are we getting at here, people? Do you want Dominic to be a good guy and be with his father, or do you want Dominic to be a bad guy and be like Eddie Guerrero? Like, come on, people, pick and choose your battles. Pick and choose your battles, people, because right now, Judgment Day, as far as we know, it's going to be disbanded by WrestleMania in Las Vegas again. That's all. Now, speaking of mind-boggling craziness and matches happening, let's talk about what happened between Cody and Drew. Like, seriously, I'm sorry, but okay, for one, that match was pathetic. I saw the highlights, and that match was actually pathetic, in my opinion, because they should have done more, a lot more, in my opinion. And then on top of that, Jiggle Fatu, of course, causes Drew McIntyre the match, and then Cody wins. Now, I'm sorry. Look, I love Cody. I love what he's done with the company the past few years. Taking down the biggest dogs, taking down Roman Reigns, beating John Cena at SummerSlam. He's done a lot good for this company. But I'm sorry. I really wanted him. I really wanted Drew and Randy to fight at WrestleMania. Like, that match would have been really cool. Like, you got this smug little prick. Of course, I'm taking Finn's words. A smug little prick like Drew McIntyre talking about how, oh, I'm the best champion, no one's gonna screw me over, yada yada yada. And then you got the Viper, the legendary killer, Randy Orton himself, chasing to be a 15-time world champion, this close to beating John Cena's record in the WWE for most title reigns in the company, for most title matches, or most titles in the company. It's like, what better way to have a match than that? In my opinion, or what I was thinking was that, why not do a triple threat match at WrestleMania when it was Drew McIntyre, Cody, and Jacob? Now that probably would have sold tickets like that, because of Jacob and Drew's history, Drew and Cody's history, and then Cody and Jacob's history. It's like, what better way to have three guys who hate each other the most than to battle it out triple threat style at WrestleMania, the biggest stage of them all for the WWE. But then, of course, things took a turn. People got injured, and next thing you know, Drew McIntyre loses the title after what, 2-3 weeks of defending, 2-3 weeks of having it, and best of all, he didn't even defend it. Like, not once did this man defend that title, and he said he's the best there ever is to be a champion. Like, what? And then what bugged me the most was, after Drew lost it, he's like, Nick Aldis screwed me, Cody should never beat me, this is an outrage. And it's like, didn't you screw Cody out of the Elimination Chamber and Royal Rumble to make sure he didn't get a title shot against you at WrestleMania? Oh, and yeah, didn't you talk smack about how he wasn't that good enough a champion and that his father should have done better or whatever? Like, you're talking so much smack, talking about how people screwed you over, but yet you're doing the same thing that Punk did to you, Damien did to you, all of the greats before you. They've screwed you out of title matches so many times. But the moment you screw out a former competitor slash champion, you you cry like a little baby and you say that's not fair. Like what? Like every time Drew McIntyre talks, I get like a headache, I get angry, and it's like he's making zero sense. And then he quits. Like, bro, seriously, we're going to do this again? Like you complained about Damien becoming a champion, and and Punk screwed you out of a title match in Scotland, your home country, and then the Raw aftermath of that, you quit Monday Night Raw, but you come back a couple weeks later and be like, oh, I didn't quit. So you're gonna pull the same thing you did on Raw and SmackDown against Chicken Fight 2 and the guys? My God, I don't know if you're honestly, bro, I don't know what to say about this. Like, I don't know what to say about you, your title reign, your character. I honestly don't know what to say about it because it's just mind-boggling to me that you do this kind of crap. And the fact that you get away with it, like that's just I don't know what to say about that. That's just really messed up. Now, the women's division. Let's talk about that for a second or a minute or two. You got Lash Legend and Nia Jax, women's tag team champions. You got Jade Cargill, the WWE Women's Champion. Then you got Stephanie Vaquera, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Now, so far, the women's division has been on point since Elimination Chamber. I mean, come on. Rhea Ripley winning Elimination Chamber, going to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill. AJ Lee, the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, becoming a fighting champion like she was back in the day and defending it tonight on Monday Night Raw. Nia Jax, Last Legend becoming honestly not a bad tag team, pretty surprising, but it's actually amazing to me. You got the Bella Twins coming back together as a tag team after years apart from the WWE. It's like what better way to have a great women's roster than to have the Divas coming back, making history again, and then you got the new generation coming in and taking the hit and taking WWE by storm and making great history right now for the women's division. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And for Rhea Ripley, I mean, she's won a Royal Rumble. She's been in Money in the Bank. She's qualified for so many matches for titles. She's been to WrestleMania. She made an event at WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. She was part of the biggest factions in the WWE. She's won gold more times than I can even count. To have to be in her home country, defending the title in front of her family, and being the biggest star in Elimination Chamber in Australia. Like, Rhea Ripley has done so much amazing things in her career. And now she's going to WrestleMania to fight Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. Like, again, making history once again for Rhea Ripley. Now, Jade Cargill, honestly, I sound like a broken record every time I talk about this. But she's just a boring champion. Come on, guys. We all know it. We all know it. Jade Cargill is a boring champion. She defended her title once. She's had non defending title matches against other women in the division, and these girls have busted their butts to be in this company, and yet they just give the title to Jade Cargill like it was nothing. I mean, you gave the towel to Io Sky, she was a fighting champion. You gave it to Bailey, she was a fighting champion. You gave it to Nia, heck, even she was a fighting champion. You gave it to Tiffany Stratton, who had like the most dominated streak. She beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for that title. But you give it to Jade, and she only defended it once, and she keeps saying, "Oh, I'm that bitch." No, girl, you are not. I'm sorry, but you are not. Prove to me that you are. Be a fighting champion, defend the title, and stop doing the same BS moves you do every single time. You punch people, you kick people, and then you have your signature move, which by the way, I don't know what the heck it is, but it's just boring to me. So far, since she's been in WWE, her matches have been boring, and her as a champion, it's just not in the cards for me right now. It really isn't. It's just not in the cards for me. So yeah, WrestleMania. My money's on Rhea Ripley. Hands down, Rhea Ripley. Now we're getting close to WrestleMania. We have crazy talent matches on the line. Two matches that we've dreamed of have come to life. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Now, these four guys have made history in the company. These four guys have done so much amazing things in the company. They've beaten records. They've had the most craziest rivalries in the history of the WWE. And now we finally get the matches we've wanted for so many years. Cody and Randy? I've had I've been having this dream match in my head since I think the day Randy Orton came back to help Cody Rhodes defend that title against the Bloodline. As for Punk and Roman, I've been having that match in my head since the day Punk came back to Survivor Series War Games that was in Chicago, I think, what, 2, 3 years ago. Right now, for the men, they're cooking up some really good stuff. I mean, CM Punk talking crap about Roman's family, Randy Orton betraying Cody like that, and literally almost giving him a concussion? Like, oh my god, this has actually gone better than I expected. I mean, what CM Punk said to Roman, like I couldn't even, like, the moment I saw that, my eyes were bug-eyed open. Like he said, and I quote, "I'm gonna bury you, and I'm gonna bury you next to your father." I'm like, what the heck? When he said that, chills all over down my spine. I'm like, he did not just say that to Roman. And then the Usos. We all know when it comes to family, you defend your family name and do whatever you can to protect your family legacy. The fact that CM Punk was literally like outing to what Roman was doing to them the past few years in the business, and then he's like, "You guys are like nothing" or whatever. It's like, what are you doing? You protected these guys. You went to war with these guys. But now all of a sudden, since you're a champion, you want to back talk about their family legacy? You want to talk bad about the High Chief Pyramidea? You want to talk bad about the Wild Samoan Sika and Alpha? You want to talk bad about the Soul Man Rocky Johnson? Not to mention that your boss is The Rock. So while you're disrespecting Roman and his cousins, you're also disrespecting The Rock and his family too, right? You do realize that, right? Like that segment alone was just frightening. And the fact that Roman didn't say anything, that was even more frightening because I'm like, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna talk about AJ Lee? Is he gonna talk about his dog Larry? Is he gonna talk about the Shield? What he did to Punk back a few years ago? Like, what's he gonna say next? But he said nothing. He said nothing, and he just walked out. So tonight, I'm actually pretty nervous of what's gonna happen between Roman and Punk, of what they're gonna do in a standoffish kind of way, promo talking, or maybe a brawl fight could happen. I don't know, but that's literally about to happen on tonight on Monday Night Raw. And then Randy Orton turns heel on Cody. I'm like, whoa, 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 what the hell just happened? I saw that, and I can't even lie. That was like the coolest thing I've actually ever seen. Because I don't know, two baby faces. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, no, I need something different. I want something more crazy or whatever. Well, I got my wish. I got crazy, and Randy turns heel on Cody. But the fact that he did so like nonchalant in a way, and he was just like doing what Randy Orton always does. You know, he pulverizes them, he makes them bleed, he sends a message to the people like, I'm here to make history, I'm here to win this title, and I don't care who gets in my way. And then on top of that, you got Jelly Roll coming in trying to stop what was happening, and he pushes Jelly Roll out. I'm like, you teamed up with him at SummerSlam like a couple months like last year. What the heck happened? Like, am I missing something here? That alone was just freaking amazing to me. That was just awesome. So I guess we're slowly starting to get back on track with WrestleMania. You know, crazy matches on the line. You got crazy promos happening. People turning on their best friends. Factions are breaking apart. You got a crazy vampire dude who's putting curses on people and giving out away free T-shirts. I mean, what the heck has happened right now? Also, in the spirit of 316, today is 316 day of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the legendary WWE wrestler, a former World Heavyweight Champion who created the awesome Austin 316 promo to ever cut in WWE history. So be sure to wear your 316 gear because it's going to be a wild, crazy night. Well, that's actually all I have for today, guys. Be sure to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. It's gonna be a real doozy, and hope you guys enjoy tonight and tomorrow. St. Patty's Day, aka my 20th birthday. It's gonna be a lit 2 days. Hope you guys have a good time, and I'll talk to you guys soon.